Hi, I'm Esser, and I'm gonna teach you how to understand basic minor and major chords today on the piano. Alright, so for any beginners on the piano, the first step is to learn all the notes. So you might want to pause after this to memorize the notes, but here we go. This is the C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Something that might help you is C is like, let's pretend C is always the beginning. Alright, so see these two notes on the left of the black note is the C. Alright, this is the beginning of an octave, which is 8 notes. From here to here is an octave. Alright, so on the piano, between each key and the key next to it on its right is half a step. So let's say from C to C sharp is half a step. From C sharp to D is half a step. So you can go half a step higher, you can go half a step lower. Okay? So there's a difference between major chords and minor chords. Today I'm going to teach you how to play major and minor chords, just the first 3 notes. For more advanced players, you'll know how to play the 5th and 7th notes later on. Okay, so let's pretend someone asked you to play a C major. Any major chord will consist of 3 notes at the beginning, okay? And there are spaces between each note. For example, this is a C major. Between the first note and the third note, there have to be 2 full steps. So this is half a step, 1 step. Then this is half a step, 2 steps. So these are the first 2 notes. So in the major chord, there's 2 steps between the first 2 notes, and then 1.5 steps between the second 2 notes. So between here and here are 2 steps, but between here and here are 1.5 steps, because see, between this note and this note is only half a note. There's no black key in the middle. You have to note this between the E and the F and the B and the C. Alright, so let's try with a D major chord. We're gonna play D, and then we're gonna look for the note that's 2 steps after it. So from here to here is 1 step. Note the black key, half a step and half a step equals 1 step. So from here to here is 1 step, from here to here is half a step, from here to here is another half step. So 1 and 2. So these are the first 2 notes of a D major chord. For the 5th note, for the 1st, 3rd, and 5th, the 5th note you're gonna look for a note that's 1.5 steps after it. So half a step and 1. Alright, so that's basically the rule for any major chord. For minor chords, it's slightly different, but it's the same concept. The difference is between the first 2 notes is just 1.5 steps, and the second 2 notes is 2 steps. Alright, so let's try with a C minor chord. So between a C and a D is 1 step, and between D and a D sharp is half a step. So see, notice 1 step, half a step. So between the first 2 notes is 1.5 steps, and then the second 2 notes, from here I'm gonna start counting. Half a step, 1, half a step, 2. Alright, so notice the difference. In the major chord, there's 2 steps between the first 2, and then 1.5 steps between the second 2. But in a minor chord, it's the opposite. It's the 1.5 steps between the first 2 and 2 steps between the second 2. Alright. The same concept applies to sharps and flats. A sharp note, okay, so the white keys are naturals. These are the natural notes. But a white key and half a step higher pitch, that's the sharp note. Half a step lower is a flat note. So this is the D note. If I want to play a D sharp, I'll play this. If I want to play a D flat, I'll play this. And notice you can say C sharp, or you can say D flat, and they're gonna be the same thing, the same note. All right. So let's pretend I want to play a C sharp major chord. So I'll just start here. Then I'm gonna count 2 steps. Half and half is 1. And then half and half is 2. So these are the first 2 notes of a C sharp major chord. And then from the second note, I'm gonna count 1.5 steps. 1.5. So there. That's a C sharp major chord. Alright, we're gonna try doing a C sharp minor chord. We're gonna start again at the C sharp, and then we're gonna count 1.5 steps. So half is 1, then 1.5. So those are the first 2 notes of a C sharp minor. And then from here, if you remember, I'm gonna count 2 steps because this is a minor. This is a minor chord. So from here to here is half. Here to here is half. That's 1. From here to here is half, and from here to here is half. That's 2. So this is a C sharp minor chord. Okay? In my next video, I'll be explaining how to play 5th and 7th notes. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching.